This is standard algorithm of dividing fractions. So I'm going to start off and I'm just going to demonstrate standard algorithm. So it's leave, change, flip, multiply by the reciprocal. And it's exactly like what it sounds. You're going to leave the 1/3. You're going to change the sign. And you're going to flip the last fraction. So this becomes 5/4. And then from there it's pretty easy because multiplication of fractions, you just go across the top and then the bottom. 1 times 5 gives us 5. 3 times 4 gives us 12. So our answer to 1/3 divided by 4/5 is 5/12. So why does this work? In order to show why it works, I'm going to show a different problem. So let's do 3 divided by 1/3. Okay, so if I had this problem and I wanted to change it into kind of a pre-algebra problem, I could say, what times 1/3 gives us 3, but notate it like this. And I'm going to use t so that we don't confuse it with a multiplication sign. So when I write it this way, we are trying to get t by itself. So what do we do? Well, to get t by itself, we're going to multiply by 3 on both sides in order to get t by itself. So when we multiply by 3, this 3 cancels because 3 times 1 is 3, and then you're going to divide it by 3, which is 1. So we have t equals 3 times 3 gives us 9. So what we just did essentially was flip this fraction. Because this, what we did, multiplied by 3, is the same as flipping that fraction. So let me do one real quick that actually has a number other than 1 on top. We can do 2/3. So now we have 2/3 t equals 3. So now what are we going to do? Well, just like before, we're going to multiply by 3. So we have 3 times 2 is 6, divided by 3 is 2. So we have 2t equals 3 times 3 is 9. Now what are we going to do? We're going to divide both sides by 2 in order to get t by itself. So t equals 9/2. So by doing that, essentially, we multiplied by 3 and divided by 2 in the next step. That is why you can flip the reciprocal and it still works as division. Because since you're changing the sign, when you do this part, it's just a shortcut to do this.